Hey guys, let's get more news about Dolphins, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Dan Campbell praises Dolphins free agent acquisition. After moving on from Jevon Holland and Jordan Poyer this offseason, the Miami Dolphins need two starting safeties to emerge. Given that the team went bargain shopping at the position in free agency, they might also need a little luck. The Dolphins decided not to match Holland's 3-year, $45 3-year contract with the New York Giants, instead opting for cheaper alternatives at the position. They signed former New York Jets safety Ashton Davis, 1 year, $2.5 million, and former Detroit Lions cornerback safety Ifeatu Melifonwu, 1 year, $3.0 million, for a fraction of Holland's cost. Although Melifonwu has faced multiple injuries throughout his career, his former head coach Dan Campbell still believes in his talent. According to David Furones of the South Florida Sun-Sentinel, Campbell said, "The only thing that's happened with Melifonwu for us, he had some injuries at times. But when we had him and he was on the field and he was able to really bang reps and bank a lot of time, he was a productive player." Campbell further praised Melifonwu's versatility, stating, "I wouldn't even say he's a safety. He's a defensive back. He can play really dime linebacker. He can play the safety position. He can play corner. He can pressure. He's a matchup piece in coverage." While letting Holland go may be understandable after his disappointing 2024 season, opting to replace his production with a career backup like Davis and an injury-prone hybrid like Melifonwu appears risky for a general manager and head coach on the hot seat. However, if Melifonwu can remain healthy, he could massively outproduce his contract. Dolphins trade proposal for 49ers $14.4 million star. The seats are heating up significantly for the Miami Dolphins general manager Chris Grier and head coach Mike McDaniel. Grier hasn't been able to build a stable roster, particularly at the offensive line. McDaniel hasn't been able to make proper adjustments and shift identities when needed to. The Dolphins need to make some big moves in the remainder of the offseason through free agency, the 2025 NFL draft or trades. The impact players are not available in free agency, and the draft won't make the immediate impact. If Grier and McDaniel want to go big or potentially lose their jobs at the end of the possibly underwhelming season, the Dolphins might want to consider a trade for an elite veteran. One player the Dolphins can turn to for leadership and become an immediate contributor offensively is San Francisco 49ers tight end George Kittle. The Dolphins have to attempt to give quarterback Tua Tagovailoa a reliable short to mid-range target in the passing game and a talented target outside of wide receiver Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. McDaniel was Kittle's offensive coordinator when McDaniel was the 49ers offensive coordinator in 2021 and the run game coordinator in the 3 years before that. The 49ers may still be looking to relieve the salary cap space to give quarterback Brock Purdy to go from under $1 million a year to potentially $50 million this offseason. Kittle is in the final year of a 5-year, $75 million deal where he will earn $14.4 million this season. The 49ers might not want to pay a 33-year-old tight end next offseason. They may prefer to keep a younger wide receiver in Brandon Ayuk for Purdy. Kittle can be an immediate offensive star for a win-now Dolphins team. The 49ers can relieve more salary pressure for their franchise quarterback, potentially one of their 2 third-round picks and one of their 2 fifth-round picks. And you fan, what do you think about George Kittle's situation? Write to us in the comments.